Hi, hello, and welcome
to confessional time.
y'all. I always wanted to do this. You guys have always asked me to do something similar to this. You guys want me to do something like what Heather does, which is like, am I the a-hole Reddit stories? But I was like, I want to do something a little different. I want to read some of the dirtiest, weirdest, oddest confessions over on Reddit to really get to know somebody, because you can post whatever you want on there anonymously and no one's ever gonna know it's you. And some of the stories on there are wild. So go ahead and read some of the nasty secrets people posted on Reddit. Okay, so we're gonna start off, and I'm gonna, I guess, bleep some words that might be a little bit too risque. Typically, I would probably like put on my makeup to this, but I thought, you know what, let's just sit back, relax, and let's just hang out as two besties. So come on, grab a little blanket, grab a little snack, and let's dive into it. So this is called post-pregnancy.
Say my name, say my name.
Gone wrong. It says, I never told anyone this, but I can't hold it in anymore. After my husband and I had our youngest, I was extremely corny, but only 3 weeks post-pregnancy. We decided to have, assuming it be the safest. I blindfolded him because my little ladies were super leaky, and it just wasn't a pretty sight. We did the thing, both had an amazing... And then I stood up and a huge blood clot fell onto his chest.
You're Drake. Okay, you okay?
Oh my god. The way that I would be so embarrassed. Like, I would be like, oh my god. Now, there's two ways I react in a situation. If I'm really embarrassed, I either start crying or I start laughing. I probably would have started laughing in the situation. He asked what it was, and in my panic, I said, sorry, it's just Jell-O. The breastfeeding makes me super hungry. I said, don't move, I'll go grab a washcloth. I came back in the room and he was gagging. He was gagging, saying the Jell-O was rotten. Ew, that's disgusting. Okay, like, just threw it back. He had grabbed it off his chest and eaten it. Like, just threw it back and swallowed whole. I don't have the heart to tell him what he ate that day. Would you want to know or not?
I mean, that's nasty.
Oh my god. That is absolutely disgusting. Like, first off, why is that your instinct? Like, why is that your instinct to, like, just eat something off the chest and just assume, like... Oh my god. Like, I've had, you know, my own fair share of blood clots just being a woman and having periods. And, I mean, they don't look, I guess men wouldn't know. What would you do? Come, tell me, what would you do? I want to know. Would you not tell him? Would you tell him though? I think it were me, because I know me. I would have screamed, ew! It's mean. I probably would have screamed ew, and then I probably would have started laughing into tears. Like, tears would have been rolling out of my face. I would have told Corey. Flat out, I would have told Corey. Like, I can't keep secrets from that man. That is my best friend. That is my husband. That's the love of my life. I can't keep a secret from him. It would have come out. I would have told him. I would have been laughing. I mean, I could not control myself. I know it's horrible to laugh in a situation like this, but, like, you're also the one that ate that. Like, I didn't tell you to. That's... Oh. Okay, so this next story says, my boyfriend is stinky. My boyfriend is so stinky I refuse to hug him. There is this indescribable odor that is coming out of him. I hate it so much and I can't stand being near him. Someone please tell me how to tell him that he stinks without telling him he's stinky. He honestly needs to start wearing deodorant. If he hasn't already, boy, he stinks. Also, he's been wearing the same damn hoodie for every single day, and who knows, it's probably been a month already. Listen. That's one thing that, like, I will be your best friend for. I will always tell you, hey, you stink. Or, hey, you need a breath mint, you need gum, you have something in your teeth, you have boogies flying out of your nose. I will flat out tell you. I'll do it nicely, you know, I will flat out do it nicely. But if I'm dating you and we're supposed to have, like, an intimate life, there is no way I'm going to not tell you that you stink. You know what I mean? I may be like, hey, You want to go shower together? If anything, why don't we play a game? Okay, we'll play a game. Listen here, listen here. I will wash you, and then you will wash me. Now, won't that be a fun game? And if they continue to smell afterwards, well, that's a them problem. And knowing me, that's something that we probably would have been like a deal breaker in a relationship. I need to be with a man that smells good because I find scents very attractive. And if a man smells really good, for me, it's more of a turn on. So like,
I can't be with no stinky ass man. I'll tell you that right now. I would tell you.
and if you're my friend and I think you smell a little bit bad, I would just say, hey, your armpits aren't that fresh. I would tell you because that's what friends do. You should tell someone that you're friends with that you love, hey, you need to fix your situation you have going on right now. Because that just shows that like you really care about the person. I'm not trying to get you to walk around and smell stinky. You know what I mean? Or have bats flying at your cave. You might project it at somebody and land on someone's face.
What? What?
You know what I mean? We can't have that around here. So yeah, I think she should tell. I think she should say something. Told my husband about the first time I saw a guy naked and it didn't go well. Last weekend, I, 29 female, told my husband, 33M, a story from when I was a kid, and his reaction was not amused. Like I expected it would be, he just said, that's very unusual. So now I regret telling him, and I'd love some honest opinions about it. The story. When I was 15 years old, my older brother was 17. I looked up to him a lot, and we hung out and joked around a lot. Our house had an open sort of walk-in shower in the corner of an unfinished basement, with no curtain or anything. He used to shower down there after working out, and one day, I decided to prank him by shooting a Nerf dart at him while he was showering. I snuck down there, saw him showering, and just kind of froze. I had never seen a guy naked before, and I guess it just sort of caught me by surprise and captivated me. I was memorized. To my horror, he saw me watching and said,
You're busted.
I panicked and ran to my room. I was suddenly mortified and realizing he now thought I was a perverted weirdo peeping on him. He came to my room half hour later and asked me what that was all about. He seemed to be a combination of annoyed and amused. I told him I came down to prank him, unclear if he believed me. I was still very panicked and begged him not to tell anyone, and he said he wouldn't on one condition. I needed to let him see me showering to get even. I said, no way. He would just make fun of me. He said, fine, your choice. That night, I messaged him that if he swore not to tell anyone, he can see me, but only for a few seconds, and he couldn't make fun of me. He said fine. So I snuck into his room at like 2 a.m. wearing only a long t-shirt. Woke him up, stood in the middle of the room, and took the t-shirt off.
Right.
He seemed shocked at first, probably that I had the nerve to do it at all, but also due to the fact that he had mostly only seen me in baggy clothes. He turned on his lamp, which made me feel very exposed, and he didn't say anything negative. The only comment he actually made was, you have hips.
And
He asked me to turn around a couple of times, I'm sure trying to embarrass me a little to get even.
What do you mean?
Oddly, our relationship wasn't harmed by this little episode. If anything, we treat each other in more of a grown-up way after that. That's the story. I told my husband in the context of a light conversation about it. When was the first time we saw someone naked? But he seemed a little disturbed by the story. Should I have not told him? Should I tell my brother that I told my husband about this? I mean, it's a little weird. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. Someone said that this looks like it's a plot to a poorly produced incest porn video. It does kind of seem that way. It's a little weird. I get, being curious about the human body, especially when you're young. You don't know what the human body looks like, right? So you get curious. That's Kaya. You get curious. You're like, ooh, what does a penis look like? What does a JJ look like? I understand. But, with your brother... I don't know. I think the fact that he asked you to turn around several times, it's a little concerning. Why? You think he was gonna, play a little, Fortnite afterwards, you know what I mean? That's just weird. Yeah, I'd be weirded out by that too. That's a little weird. That's a little incesty. This next one says, I, 30, still sleep with my baby blanket. I am 30 years old and I still sleep in my baby blanket every night, or my stand-in blanket if I'm sharing my room with someone else. It's the same type of fabric, so it fills the tactile need and lets me sleep. My stand-in is a twin-size throw that is made of long john fabric, the nice waffle weave kind, and put a nice border on it so that if my guest sees it, they think, oh, what a nice throw blanket. Temp regulation. And not, holy shit, Nap sleeps with a baby blanket. I have tried to give it up, but my rest isn't as good without it. My baby blanket is rough. It's lost its satin border decades ago. It has small tears here and there. I know this is a lame confession, but honestly, I'm wondering if I'm alone out here, needing a comfort object to sleep at night at 30. Let me tell you right now, I, 34 female, still sleep with my baby blanket.
What?
I still sleep with my baby blanket. It is a yellow baby blanket. It's not even like a blanket. It's a fitted sheet that my parents put in my crib when I was a baby. A baby. And it has been my blanket with me since I was like an infant. I've had it with me my entire life. It's moved with me to every single location. I am not going to tell anybody where I keep it because only my husband gets to know. I sleep with it every night, and my husband knows if I don't have my baby blanket, I physically cannot sleep. What? I have to grab it and I curl it in and I tuck myself in. It's my little blanket. Now when I travel, I do leave it here. I do put it in a safe. Because it's my blanket, I've literally had it for years and it's something that I curl onto. I had to have a blanket held in my hands. I don't know what it is. It's a comfort for me. It's my baby blanket. So for me, I saw this confession and I was like, baby friends, because I get it. And I don't think anyone knows that I have baby blanket, and now I just confessed my own confession. I just confessed my own confession in a confession video. Okay, so this next one says, I contaminated my customer's drink one time and can't forget it.
What was that?
So I was a waitress at a white tabletop restaurant for 3 years, starting at the age of 19. I only worked breakfast shift. I had a table ask for grapefruit juice, and it was the last of it that we had. I poured it into a fancy stemmed glass in the kitchen and noticed it was kind of dark. And I started wondering if it had gone bad. So I literally dipped my tongue into their glass to taste it and see. It was fine, so I just proceeded to deliver their drink to their table without saying a word. It haunts me to this day that I literally tongued someone's drink and still can't figure out why I didn't just get a spoon and taste it that way. As someone who's done serving for 12 years, I can safely say I have never done that. That is absolutely disgusting. Have things been done at that job? Yes, things have been done. Maybe one day I will share those stories, but that is not for today's video. I did not do them, by the way. Just want to point that out there. I did not do them, but coworkers have done things at that restaurant that maybe one day I'll share with you guys, but that is not today. But that is absolutely disgusting. Like, could you imagine getting like someone tongued your drink? It makes me like never want to go out again. So I guess it's not the weirdest confession, but the first story is still a story that I'm still like thinking about. Like, that story is just wild. So anyway, those are just a few of the wild confessions that are on Reddit. There are a lot more like really like weird and disturbing ones on there that I did not want to read, but I kind of like doing something different like this. Maybe next time I can put my makeup on. I know you guys always want me to do like Am I the A-hole? I know Heather's been doing it, but like I don't want to like copy her fully. I could say I'm inspired by her, but if I were to do it, I would read the really like serious Am I the A-hole ones. But let me know if you guys want to see that, or you guys want to see more confessions, because there's so many more stories on here. Let me know. I just wanted to do something a little different, have fun, and not just be going makeup. As much as I love makeup, it's nice to diversify just a little bit. But that is the wild, crazy confessions that we've seen here on Reddit, just a few. If you guys like this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, R for the Life, where you guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my very next video.